Part 1. Introductory questions, similar to IELTS Speaking Part 1. Do you prefer long or short hair?
I actually prefer medium-length hair. It's a good compromise between long and short. It offers versatility without being too high maintenance. I prefer long hair. I think it looks more feminine and gives me more styling options. I prefer short hair. It's much easier to manage, especially in the summer heat.
Do you usually style your hair yourself, or do you go to a salon?
I typically go to a salon for haircuts and occasional styling. I find it relaxing and I trust the stylist's expertise. I usually style my hair myself. It's quicker and more convenient, and I enjoy experimenting with different looks. It depends. For everyday styling, I do it myself. But for special occasions, I prefer a professional stylist to create a more polished look.
How often do you get your hair cut?
I try to get my hair cut every 6 weeks to keep it looking neat and healthy. Regular trims prevent split ends. I'm pretty casual about it. Maybe every 2 or 3 months, I don't mind letting it grow out a bit. It varies depending on how quickly my hair grows, but usually about every 8 weeks. I get a trim rather than a drastic cut each time.
Have you ever tried a dramatic hair color change?
Yes, once I dyed my hair bright blue. It was fun, but a bit high maintenance, so I went back to my natural color after a few weeks. No, I've always been quite cautious with my hair color. I prefer to stick to natural shades or subtle highlights. I've experimented with highlights a few times, but nothing too drastic. I'm hesitant to make a really big change.
What do you think is important in choosing a hairstyle?
I think the most important thing is to choose a hairstyle that suits your face shape and hair texture. A style that doesn't complement these features can look awkward. It's important to consider your lifestyle. A low-maintenance style is key for busy people like me. For me, it's about finding a hairstyle that makes me feel confident and reflects my personality. It's a form of self-expression.
Part 2. Extended response. Similar to IELTS Speaking Part 2. This question will require a longer, more detailed response. The example answers provide a framework, but you should expand on them with more specific details. Describe a time you had a bad hair experience.
I had a bad experience at a new salon where the stylist didn't listen to my instructions. I wanted a simple trim, but she cut off way more than I asked for, leaving me with a style I hated. I once tried to highlight my own hair at home, and it turned out terribly. The color was uneven and patchy, and some sections were damaged. I had to go to a salon to get it fixed, which was expensive and embarrassing. I once bought a hair product that promised amazing results, but it made my hair incredibly dry and brittle. I had to throw it away and start using a completely different regime to repair the damage.
Part 3. Discussion questions. Similar to IELTS Speaking Part 3. How do you think social media influences people's choices of hairstyles?
Social media significantly influences hairstyle choices. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok showcase trends, with influencers and celebrities setting aspirational styles. This constant visual exposure encourages emulation, driving trends and impacting individual choices. However, the curated nature of these platforms can create unrealistic beauty standards and pressure to conform, potentially neglecting individual preferences and hair types. While offering inspiration and tutorials, social media's impact needs critical evaluation to avoid negative consequences like dissatisfaction and unhealthy hair practices.
Now it's your turn. Describe a time you had a bad hair experience.